and how are you doing? I thought today I would do something really different. I used to love watching these videos, so I thought, I'm gonna do one of those, what I'm currently loving. And you know what? I don't have a single selection of what I love, so I'm just gonna talk about everything that I'm loving at the moment. Like, it could be food, it could be, I don't know, ointment, it could be beauty stuff, it could be jewelry, it could be anything. So we'll see what I did some digging around the house, and this is what I come up with. I'm going to talk about food because right now I'm just like in this hunger phase and I cannot stop snacking. So two of my absolute favorite snacks that I found, it's in the Asian stores, the peanuts. Oh my god, they're so good. And these are like the typical, the literal name of this is something about like, it's snacks for when you're drinking wine, or like, you know, it's like for like when you're having a little like bit of a wine and then you're having a, like, you know, you're having this with it or something. It tastes really good with porridge. I mean, congee, that's how you call it. That's what I've been like obsessed with making at the moment, because I always go through a phase where I'm like, I just really want to eat this specific food, and then I'll cook it every day for a month or a week or 2 days, and then I'm like, yes, I've had my fill, and then I move on to the next food. But sometimes I'll just suddenly get the urge to cook something. So yeah, right now I am really in the mood to cook congee, and this is one of my favorite things to go with it. And also the egg, which it's over there, so I won't get it. But anyway, yeah, loving this. And they're so tasty. I just love having them in a bowl, and they're really good. So speaking of nuts, I also have to talk about these walnuts. Oh my god, they're so delicious. Like, I was just, my mum actually got me 2 packets. That's how I knew about them, because I didn't even know they existed. Like, she brought me the 2 packets. I was like, ooh, walnuts. And then I tried. They're really easy to crack. Oh my god, they're such good snacks, and the price is so good. It's like $3.80 or something, which is really, really cheap for, you know, a whole bag of nuts. And they're these delicious walnuts, and you can open them like this. Look at how good it is. And then it's flavored in the most spice, like it's like aroma of spice and sweetness, and I just really love it. Yeah, I think you can get them in most Asian grocery stores these days. Like, look at this. After I got used to this, I was like, I can never eat plain flavored walnuts again. This is too good. I just really love it, and it's like whenever I have a snack, okay, I'm just gonna eat one of those. I'm always trying to avoid the really sweet snacks, because I know they're not good, you know, sweet snacks, like the chocolates and everything, although I still like to have them once in a while. But I always try to find some kind of nuts to kind of, you know, deal with my incessant hunger these days. Like, and it's always like that time of the month where I get really hungry, like PMS week, right? I'm all like really good with food until that week, and I'm just like, I'm so hungry, I don't even care. And I'm like, oh, you know, I'm meant to be being careful about how much I eat, and then like 3 meals later, what was that? So yeah, that's the issue I'm having right now. So another thing that I love that I just bought today, didn't realize how I was gonna love it, but I do. The lighting above, I feel like, has changed, and it's setting the atmospheric scene of ambience, vintage, which is exactly the kind of feel I want to go for, because I love that vintage deep feel. The light before was just too glaring. It was just too bright, and it was like uncomfortably bright. I don't know. I just needed something that's more softer and more vintage, and this is it. This light bulb, I know this is probably like Australia only, because like I bought it at Bunnings, so I don't know what brands, like this is probably an Australian brand. So yeah, but it's something like this, and I was really confused with the wattage about what it meant, and this really nice guy was explaining it to me, because I got this other vintage that was 25 watts, and I was like, why is this like 7 watts equivalent to 55 watts? What is the meaning of that? Well, the other one was so dim that it like almost felt like a creepy Halloween decoration. Like, it was like almost flickering, and it was basically wires that were getting hot, and that's how it's producing the light. And it's like very vintage. That's like the olden times. And you would probably only notice the light if it was on at night and it was only this tiny bit of light. So this one is much brighter. It's only 7 watt, but it's equivalent to 55. So it's much brighter than the really vintage style that just has like a few little wires. So yeah, I really love this, and I'm using it right now. It's setting the beautiful scene. I love it. It's like so cozy feel, and you just want something like when you like want that cozy feel, you want like a warm light. You don't want something that's really bright, glaring, and you also don't want something that's too bright. So something like this is just so perfect. Like, it just really sets the atmosphere, and with the fairy lights it just looks even more perfect. So I really love this. Yeah, this is what it is. So it's, even it is still called vintage, so it is apparently dimmable, but he said that just because it's dimmable it doesn't mean you can dim it. It's something on the wall that you would have to install, so you would only be able to do it if you know how to install it, so don't be fooled by that. Okay, everything I've already talked about gets shoved to the side. So like, okay, so this is something that I bought for my issues with my acne, which seems to be an issue at all times. Every time I think I've overcome it, it comes back with a vengeance. Every time I'm like, oh look, I've been so clear for weeks, the next week it comes back worse than ever. And I can't help myself but pick on any imperfection. So I use this because I talked about having this issue with my skin where if I pick it, I tend to get this really, really bad scab, but when I peel the scab off, there's these little white plugs. So one person said that they use this and it really helped them. So let's see if we can get the name of this. Because it apparently dried it out. So I've been using this and this athlete foot cream on my face. I know that sounds so lovely, doesn't it? Yeah, I've been using that on my face. And I've noticed that after I pick the little pimples, they don't like get worse at the moment, because I don't want to make false promises. So right now they're just working to the point where if I have a little bit of a breakout, I can pick it and I can like do something and then it will heal relatively fast. There have been times where it's taken weeks and months to heal, where every single day I feel like I'm just breaking up the skin, finding more little plugs to tweeze out. And that's really disturbing. I hate doing that, and it's been an issue. And I've heard that some people talk about it's kind of fungal acne, so I've tried to, that's why I'm using that. But this one just really works well. Like, I just love applying it to my face whenever, so yeah. And last but not least, we're now talking about food again, because I'm just such a hungry person right now. This lovely, delicious, sugar-free hot chocolate is just the most delicious, indulging thing I've ever tried. It's so good. And it's really good when you're making on its own, because a lot of times I buy these hot chocolate powder for my coffee in the morning, but this is so good on its own. Just one sachet with milk, although they say to put water. I like it with milk. I just think it tastes much better. But yeah, it is so good. It'll be better if I can make it look exactly like that with the biscuit, you know, piece on the top and with the little camera. I think that would make it even better. But yeah, I just really love this. It's such a good snack at night, and it's sugar free, so I love things that are sugar free. Although like sometimes if you have too much, you might find that you pass the wind, fart a lot. But you know, I almost like that. I know I am very odd, but I kind of almost enjoy that. So, you know, I don't really mind. But I just really like it. It's just so good. It tastes so good. Like, it's very, sometimes sugar-free stuff can leave a weird taste in your mouth, but this one is really good. I love it. There's another one that I also really love, but it's best for the coffee, so it's different. I'll talk about that another day or six. So yeah, that is so far everything that I'm loving at the moment. And yeah, I'll keep going with that. I just really want to make that, because sometimes I'm like, oh, there's all these things that I love. Oh, I should just talk about them all. I think that would be really cool. So yeah, hopefully you have a really wonderful day, and I'll talk to you soon. Yeah, I don't have to finish the food that I just... Every single time I film, look at these two. They're always just... Hello, you two. You. You're too cute. Hello, darlings. Hello, you two. You're so funny, darlings.